What's up, guys? It is your boy Bernardo from the BTNHD, and if this is your first time checking me out, make sure to hit that subscribe button and get the latest and greatest on Lenovo products. So this is the final review that we're doing on Lenovo's ThinkPad X1 Carbon 6th generation. Awesome laptop. So let's get down to the review. All right, so the performance and the specs on the X1 Carbon 6th generation. This guy is a monster. Really fast, really strong. The one that I have right now that I've been testing out for this entire week comes with the i7 8550U series 8th generation processor. Now the clock speed is 1.8, and I can show you guys right now. If I right click, go to Task Manager, and let's just check out the performance. So the processor, like I told you guys, it is running a quad-core i7 8th generation processor, 8550U, with a clock speed of 1.8 or 1.80 gigahertz. It's pretty fast. Now the memory, this one comes with only 8 gigs. And for what the Lenovo site kind of indicated, it looks like the memory is on board. Can't physically take the memory out and upgrade it yourself. For the hard drive, it comes with the Samsung, which is a 512 gigabytes NVMe solid state drive, super fast with boot time and managing your files around the Windows 10 Pro operating system. For GPU, your graphics processor unit, it comes with the standard Intel Ultra HD Graphics 620. Now the X1 Carbon 6th generation from Lenovo comes in different flavors, and it's all about how much you're willing to spend. The one that I have is one flavor, okay? The starting price for this one is going to cost you around $1,500. So you're basically saying, what can I get, right? So let's go inside View Current Models. Now the 1519 is only going to give you an i5 8250U processor with a clock speed 1.60 gigahertz. And with Turbo Boost, you could get it up to 3.40 gigahertz, which is not that bad. Now the primary operating system is Windows 10 Full HD with 14 inches and anti-glare. So the display is anti-glare no matter what. For that price, you're only going to get 8 gigs of onboard memory. The graphics card is going to be 620. Now, if you have the money and you're willing to spend a little bit more, you're basically going to get the most expensive top model that they're going to have for the X1 Carbon, and that's going to be $2,450, close to $2,500. So the question is, what are you going to get for $2,500? You're definitely going to get the 8th generation i7 quad-core processor, and this is going to be the 8650U series. And the clock speed for that is 1.90 gigahertz, and you could enable Turbo Boost to get up to 4.2 gigahertz. That's pretty fast. Primary operating system, you're going to get Windows 10 64. And this is where the money is going to. You're going to get that beautiful HDR WQHD display. IPS glossy, which is awesome. You're going to get a huge bumped up on the nits. The other models, you're going to get 300 nits. On this one, you're going to get 500 nits. This one is 16 gigs, and again, it's going to be on board. You're definitely going to get a huge bump up on the hard drive, which is 1 terabyte solid state drive. And for the graphics card, you're still going to get the 620. Now for performance. And trust me, guys, I actually took this guy at home and I installed a bunch of programs. I have Discord, I installed Chrome, my GitHub desktop, and I was working this machine, and everything that I was throwing at this machine, it just worked efficiently. The memory, 8 gigs, is not that bad. I thought I needed a little bit more, but with the 8th generation quad-core i7 processor, everything runs super smooth. I'm capable of running multiple programs at the same time with no lag time. I mean, it's great. All right, so the keyboard on the X1 Carbon 6th generation from Lenovo is epic awesome. I wish I could just record the feeling of the keys. I had no issues typing. I was capable of typing extremely fast without mistyping at all because each key it has the correct spacing. I mean, it's great. The distance between the home keys and the trackpad is beautiful, especially for people with big hands. You're able to navigate with no issue. Now, the trackpad itself, I'm a little disappointed with the trackpad. I did have a slight issue with the response time. I would love to have seen a little red dash in the middle to tell me the difference between left and right. I know that's me just being anal, but overall, the size of it is pretty great. I think it's the size of a iPhone 7 and maybe 2 centimeters. That's the length that you're getting. The real estate of the trackpad is nice. You're able to navigate the 14-inch display with no issue. So that's great. Now, also with the X1 Carbon, you're going to get that multi-sensor fingerprint. I don't like fingerprint scanners at all because it's pretty iffy. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. If you are going to use it, I do recommend adding maybe a passcode or a PIN in case this doesn't work out for you. Now, the keyboard itself is LED backlit with 3 settings. That was a huge plus for me because I always like to work at night and don't like to have all the lights turned on. But it is a great addition, very bright. All right, so let's move away from the keyboard and the trackpad and look at the beautiful 14-inch HD with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 display. Now, Lenovo provides 2 other flavors when it comes with the X1 Carbon, and it all depends on how much you want to spend. I am testing out the HD, but they do have the WQHD version, and also the one that I definitely would love to have personally is the WQHD with HDR, high dynamic range, because that's the one that I saw when I was at CES this year, and they had the HD one, they had the HDR one, and hands down the HDR one with the vibrant colors, rich blacks, rich reds and blues, it was dead on. That is the one that you want to spend a little bit more money on. Now, I have a couple images right now on Ultra HD. It doesn't really do any huge justice. Now, I'm a huge League of Legends fan, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of the pictures. For me, the HD one kind of dulls the colors. It doesn't pop it. And I think because of the anti-glare display one, it's not the glossy, so it doesn't, I don't know, it's like the images don't pop out to me. I know the glossy version that they have as well as the HDR one, these images would extremely pop and the colors would be so rich. Right now it just feels real bland and it's just there to view. Overall, the HD one kind of works for those individuals that are looking for a $1,500 laptop. If you're a photo editor and you really want to get that rich color to see how it looks when you take a picture on your very expensive camera and you want to see it on your computer, I would definitely go with the WQHD HDR version. I find myself using the webcam on the X1 Carbon a lot, and the reason why is one, Lenovo advertised the far field, I think it's called far field mics, which works really well from a distance. There's a limitation, but it works well. When I was doing a lot of Zoom conferences or Skype calls, using the webcam was awesome. They do advertise this Think Shutter kind of technology that they have, which is pretty cool. And it turns on. 720 is not that bad. I was really satisfied. The people that I was doing the video conferencing with, pictures was great. Quality and the sound on the other end was amazing. So I'm really happy about the mic as well as the webcam on the X1 Carbon. Okay, so the battery. I love doing battery tests on all my laptops that I do with you guys. The way that I normally do it is I use PC Mark 8. I run it 3 times, and PC Mark 8, what it does, it just runs multiple applications at the same time, and it does video, it does rendering, it opens up pictures, it goes web browsing, it to a non-stop loop until the battery dies. Now, I performed it 3 times, and the 4th time I charged it up 100%, left the charger at my lab, took the laptop at home, and just used it as a regular user, okay? So the first run was about 4 hours and 17 minutes. The second run was 4 hours and 48 minutes. And then on the last run with PC Mark 8 was 4 hours and 17 minutes. So I'm saying to myself, what? The X1 Carbon, it's it's new. It's a new laptop. Why is the battery so right? So low. Now, the fourth time I took it home and I got the laptop to last for 3 days. The first day was on the 21st. This is all the time. I closed it, opened it. I was installing all my programs, watching a little bit of Netflix, Hulu, chatting on the Discord, doing basic stuff. This lasts around 2 hours. On the second day, again, it was a short time, but 2 hours. And then on the 23rd, I used it completely until it started beeping. And it started beeping around 11%. On 19%, it went inside the Eco Power Saver mode. But eventually 11%, that's when it started beeping. And I got maybe 4 hours. So in total, 8 hours I got running on this machine. But again, I can't really tell you 8 hours all the time. It really depends on how you use the machine. If you're constantly using the machine back to back, not taking care of the battery, most likely it's going to drain faster. But for me, with my testing and the numbers that I have right here on the spreadsheet, it looks like I could get it up to 8 hours and a little bit more. All right, so the X1 Carbon, it's awesome. Overall, the performance is great. I think it was a little bit expensive. For $1,500, damn, that's a lot. I don't really recommend this laptop for home users. This laptop is built for consultants, a 9-to-5 individual that works and needs something fast on the fly, right? And it's extremely light. Starting weight of this particular model is about 2.49 pounds. That's great. Now, for ports, it has all the ports that you need to travel with. If you're using this laptop at your office, I would definitely recommend getting the Think dock system to expand it because it doesn't come with an Ethernet jack. You need that, right? And with the Lenovo dock system, you can actually have dual monitors. Oh, awesome. That's cool. Now, the ports that the X1 Carbon has on this side right here, you're going to get one 3.0 USB, which is always on charging, and your hybrid port, which allows you to hook up your mic / headphone jack. And on the other side, you're going to get your HDMI, an additional 3.0 USB port. You're going to get 2 Thunderbolt ports, and one of them is for your power adapter. On the back side of the X1 Carbon, you're going to have an additional compartment which allows you to hook up a micro SD card as well as a micro SIM card. Basically, if you insert a SIM card, you can take it to the fly. Wi-Fi connection 24/7. Again, like I said, this is a great laptop for consultants, people that are working a 9-to-5 job that are always traveling. Light, powerful, strong. That's what a lot of us are looking for. Overall, guys, I had a lot of fun testing this guy out for you guys. Really strong. I love the body. The body is made out of carbon fiber with super magnesium alloy, making it super strong, super light. Again, I can't stress that enough. It is super light. I love it. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. I could just move it around with no problem. Look at this. It's awesome. Again, hopefully you guys enjoy the ThinkPad X1 Carbon 6th generation review. Leave comments right below. Don't forget about hitting that like button, and I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.